All right, everyone, welcome to a best of 9 between Zest and Dream. I'm joined here by my co-caster, Lyra. How's it going, Lyra?
Pretty good. How about you?
Doing pretty good. Really excited to see this match.
Oh yeah.
So we can kick things off here with some intros. In the bottom right corner, we have the blue Terran. It's Dream. And
Definitely the underdog in this match.
yeah, we'll have to talk about that in a second. In the top left, it's the, what is that, pink Protoss? Zest. But yeah, if you look at their match history, it looks like Dream is 8-16 against Zest, so Zest has a little bit of an advantage. What do you think?
I think that even if Dream had like a 50-0 record over all time, that he would still be the underdog just based on recent results.
Yeah, so what was the most recent one you looked up?
Well, recently, Zest showed good performance in Super Tournament, beating TY 3-0. TY is, one of the best Terrans, period. Dream, he's definitely a good Terran. I wouldn't call him one of the best. And he didn't get to play in Super Tournament.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, let's see what he brings out here. So far, everything looks pretty standard. We have just a Reaper FE going down from Dream, and Zest looks like he's Cyber first. Maybe getting a little aggressive here.
So they played each other actually about a week ago in an ESL Open Cup, where Zest won 2-1. So there's hope that this will be evenly matched. So what was interesting about Dream's build is he went gas first here, actually, which is not standard.
Oh, interesting, yeah. Does that mean it could be a Hellion drop or something?
Probably.
All right.
If it is Reactor Hellion, I'm surprised that the factory's not next to the barracks, though.
Yeah, I would expect him to flip onto that. So maybe just like a faster mine drop or just like a non-standard one. But yeah, we'll have to see what he makes out of that factory.
Oh, I missed it. Zest looks like he was core first, is that right?
Yes. Yeah, so I expect this Adept to go across the map, maybe followed up with the Stalker. Looks like the Reaper's just going to sit on this cliff and wait for it.
Oh, we have a proxy Stargate at 3 o'clock. So Zest is putting on the aggression immediately.
Yeah, he's anxious to get going right away. Okay, the Adept's coming into the natural here. He's going to shade up. Just looking at what Dream's doing. Nothing too crazy.
Ooh.
That Reaper can't defend anything now. I think this SCV is going to go down.
The Reaper kind of distracted him. He bought time for the Hellion.
Yeah, and at least the Adept didn't cancel the SCV before the CC finished. That would have been a much bigger deal. We do have a little bit of a skirmish here. We got Stalker Adept, first couple of Marines, and Reaper and Hellion. I don't know if I've practiced this specific unit comp before, but I think that's going to be pushed back.
Look at that Widowmine placement. He's read Zest like a book. Although it will miss the Oracle, based on the rally. Huh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see the medevac instead of a Viking, since he clearly, from the Widowmine placement, is anticipating Stargate.
Yeah, it is a little interesting. Looks like Zest is going to wait for 2 Oracles. I never liked the Oracle openings as Protoss against Terran, because ever since they made SCVs get 3-shot, I feel like it's just not that scary anymore. And even Marines don't die as quickly to them, so you only need like 4 to ward them off. But yeah, it just doesn't seem as scary as it used to be.
Yeah, maybe, but if there isn't an immediate answer, like in this case, since the Widowmines have moved, there's no Marines or Cyclones in position, 2 Oracles can kill 11 SCVs from the get-go.
Okay, well, 2 Oracles going in now. We'll see what they can get done. Got the Mule going down first. Oh, he doesn't get the Mule. Why did he skip it? Well, that sucks. 2 SCVs going down. We do have a mine drop going in from Dream. Actually, it's an all kinds of drop. We have a Reaper and a Hellion here too.
Oh no, he killed his Hellion.
Mine. Oh no. All right.
He saves the medevac in 1 mine though. That's good. Means he can threaten it again.
Yeah, it's always good getting out with that. It looks like he's going to go back and just repair it. Maybe use that mine for a push later.
So pretty even so far. Only 3 workers dead by Dream, 1 by Zest.
Yeah, we do have the third base going down for Zest. Looks like he's going into Blink Tech. And only one gas on the net for now. Oracle's going back in. Gonna get another couple SCVs, but yeah, like I said, they just don't feel that strong to me. At least not for this.
Oh no, Dream F2. He had a Liberator going around to the Protoss Nat, but it randomly started moving towards the middle of the map, so he's bringing it home.
Yeah, that's an F. So, I'm not sure why he was panicking. There was just 2 Oracles. Alright, well, Oracle's coming back. Looks like Dream is more than ready for this. He's probably going to pick one of these off. Oh, Zest gets out of vision.
Yeah, maybe if he'd targeted one that was already hurt. Oh, wow. So Dream's gearing up for a big push. He's going up to 4 gas, and he's got an extra barracks in the back of his Nat.
It's a weird place. Can you even put a hat on there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So he's going up to 5 racks, getting +1.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Trevo. Trevomator? Thanks, man. Yeah, Dream making very good use of the space in his base. He probably plays a lot of Tetris.
So Zest's going up to 8 gate. He's actually getting attack first, which is unusual, especially since he's getting the Templar Archive. Usually you only see attack first if it's like Blink Stalkers and Colossus. He does have Blink done. He's getting charged now.
Zest getting a nice pick on the Cyclone there. Looks like he's still looking to try to get into the main, but I mean, Dream has so much here, I don't think there's really an opening there. Dream doing a pretty good job of spreading out his units a little bit. He's got plenty at the Nat to defend. He has the tank on the high ground, which is sort of covering both. And
So
up to
Zest cannot see the 5 racks, so this looks standard to him.
yeah, this could be dangerous. All the way up to 5 racks already.
So he's warped in. Okay, he's making Archons with the High Templar. He's not started Storm. I like the Viking going after the pylon on the proxy.
He's gonna lose it. It's actually kind of unfortunate. I feel like keeping a Viking alive is nice to put make it patrol along the dead space there for War Prisms later.
Mm-hmm. It's also good for multi-prong as you move out, if you can slip it into the base you're not attacking.
Oh yeah, if you're not looking, a Viking will just wreck everything in the mineral line. So it looks like Dream is looking to move out here. He's got a drop sitting by the natural, just waiting to go in. We'll probably send that in right as he crosses the map, or right before going in. And Zest has nothing in production. That's weird.
He ordered him some zealots.
Alright, well here comes Dream's push, and he's pulling the boys. This could do pretty well. I mean, the army supply is in favor of Dream. The upgrades are even. So that's just going to engage him right out in the middle of the map here. I'm not sure that's that great, because the SCVs are here. They're going to take up a lot of damage. I feel like he really wants to pull some probes. Zest is proving me wrong, though, as he wrecks this fight. Let's go in, Sushi.
There's a drop in Zest's third.
Okay, Zest looks all over that as well. Looks like Dream will get cleaned up in the middle of the map here. He's down to 25 workers to Zest 63, and man, Dream just got slapped.
GG.
Alright, good start, you know. I'm not sure if... I don't know how Dream lost that fight. He went up to 5 racks, he had a better army, he had the upgrades, he had the SCVs in front tanking the shots. Why did he lose that?
So he didn't exactly have a better army, because part of his army was in a drop near Zest's third that was kind of zoned by stalkers. And then his rally was in his Nat. It wasn't rallied across the map. So he really wasn't able to put his entire army value in one spot, whereas Zest was. And then when the drop finally went in, it was late in the third. He had a warp in ready by that point.
Right. Yeah, I almost clicked a lobby link in general. That would have been disastrous. Okay, we'll have to see if Dream's gonna try to play semi-standard again. I mean, I feel like that build is like it starts out pretty normal, although you mentioned the gas first was a little weird, but you know, it's still a mine drop. He goes up to 3 racks, and then it kind of diverged when he went up to 5 racks for the more all-in kind of play and pulled the SCVs. But I feel like that's not that weird for a TvP these days.
I think it's unusual because normally what happens is you have, even if you're pulling the boys, you have 3 racks with constant Marauder production and a reactor factory with constant Widowmine production. And he didn't have the reactor on the factory. So the money that would have gone to that was diverted to the 4th and 5th barracks. But like the barracks in the back of the net didn't have an add-on.
Yeah, I swear it didn't fit. I'm sticking with that.
Who knows?
I'm gonna check later.
It feels like he attacked prematurely, where he was attacking before the fact that he had 5 racks mattered. Like he basically just had 3 racks production moving out. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, thanks for the host, Tempo. Welcome, welcome. We're in game 2 of this best of 9 between Zest and Dream. Zest is up 1-0, and in the top right, we have the red Terran player, Dream.
I wouldn't call that the top right.
Left.
That is 12 o'clock.
Top middle player. And at the 3 o'clock position, we have the blue Protoss, Zest. What is Team Rye, by the way? Is that his actual team? I actually don't know where Zest is.
I'm pretty sure he's on a real team.
Okay.
If I was a good caster, I'd have looked this up ahead of time.
I feel like I did and I forget, so...
Hang on, I'll look it up real quick.
Appreciate that. Now, welcome everyone. This is a show match put on by Alpha X and Team Gosu. Special thanks to Dricket, Cloud, and everybody else that was involved putting this on. We do have a Matcherino link if you want to type. Well, I can just do it. If you go to the Matcherino, type in the code there. It's AX Series 8, capital X, capital S. It adds 50 cents to the prize pool for everybody that types it. You can even do it multiple times if you log in with your BNet account and your Twitch account. So yeah, definitely check that out. That should be a pretty good series.
So, I'd like to take back what I said before. He is on Rye, stands for Raise Your Edge Gaming, and it is a team that currently has Zest, Bly, and Petit Drogo.
Petite Drogo.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I've just never heard of that team.
Dream is on Brave Star Gaming, which has Cyan, a Chinese player, and Hurricane.
Okay. Yeah, that team I have heard of.
So that's what that BSG stands for, Brave Star.
Alright, Zest once again gonna go Cyber before Nexus. Probably will once again do Adept Stalker across the map.
I feel like that's unusual for a map of this size. It made much more sense on Nightshade.
Yeah, this map has a pretty big rush distance. I actually can't even really tell how much bigger it is than other maps, but it does have a ton of bases, so it must be pretty big.
The rush distance itself isn't too big. Like, it's for, like, just scouting purposes. But because that fastest path is so choked, later in the game, it functionally becomes much longer as players have to use the bridges to take the wider paths.
I see.
So Dream picked this map, and I'm surprised. I would consider it a Protoss favored map.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your unit comp. There aren't a lot of paths. Like, once you get up to the natural, there's like, you have the main ramp up to it, and then you really, like, to go anywhere else, you have to go all the way around the other side, so it's not great for, like, flanking with zealots, for example. So if you can get tanks sieged up on that low ground, you can kind of elevate her up on the high ground in the main. So I feel like pushes have some potential here. But yeah, in general, I feel like it is a pretty Protoss favored map.
The problem with pushing along that is at every stage of the push, you can get flanked from the wider, the other low ground path.
Yeah, it's just really hard to get there.
So, in theory, yes, but if you're dealing with a Protoss who has Blink or who can warp in the flank with a Warp Prism, that stops being a factor.
Mm-hmm. We do have a Stargate coming out of Zest again. Looks like he's going to go through the dead airspace here, through the slow zones. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't know if that is the fastest path. I assume it is.
He's going to go past the island base, actually. So that actually looks way quicker than what I've been doing. Alright, Oracle coming in. Doesn't look like there's really anything in here to stop it. The Widowmine isn't burrowed yet. Zest's gonna get a full scout. And a couple SCVs for his time. Also a Marine.
Zest was pretty conservative with that Oracle. It looks like he was really interested in just scouting primarily.
Yeah, I think he was really nervous of running into a Widowmine. I don't know if he saw the one that ran past him. He probably did. But just playing it safe, looking for those burrowed mines. Doesn't want to just lose it for no reason.
So I don't know if what Zest took was the fastest route, but I know for sure that what Dream is taking is the slowest route. Widowmine drop hitting the main.
Alright.
He just dropped the one.
Yeah, Dream trying to make something happen. There are a bunch of Phoenix from Zest here, so that medevac's going to go down, unfortunately. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, this Oracle's just following the Reaper. Wherever he goes. That Reaper will never get another thing done this game. He finally turns on the pulsar beam and takes it out.
Hey, if he distracted the Oracle, he did his job. It's more than you can expect from a Reaper this late.
Oh. Phoenix gonna poke in here. I wonder how many Zest is gonna make. He did stop production at 4, but 4 is not really a whole lot to get a lot done.
I think 4 is a pretty normal stopping point, unless they're trying to do like mass Phoenix Colossus.
Okay.
So
yeah, I feel like I've seen 5, but I'm not sure why.
I'm surprised by what Dream's doing. So he's got a standard 3-rec setup with the eBay getting +1, staying on 3 gas, but what's unusual is the missile turret timing. I feel like with the 3 barracks, he should have enough Marines to defend the Phoenixes without turrets, and he should only need the turrets as he moves out. The earlier turrets would make me think that he was going to expand faster, but he's making Marauders and even a 4th gas, and that says he's not expanding, so I'm not sure exactly what his plan is.
Yeah, just a little paranoid, I guess. Hey, thanks for the follow, Oven. But yeah, he definitely has enough Marines to hold off whatever those Phoenix can do. Got a gate explosion coming out of Zest. Hey, Tempo, thanks for the follow, man.
So Zest's transition is exactly the same as it was last game, except that he's getting armor instead of weapons, which makes me even more confused about the weapons first last game.
Yeah. Double D rooting for the incorrect race in chat. The correct race is Terran, not Protoss. Terran.
Okay, drop from Dream. Did he see the Phoenixes? This is really brave.
Yeah, he definitely saw the Phoenix. The Phoenix killed his medevac before. I wonder if he's trying to bait the Phoenix.
Oof, that was close. I was scared for Dream for a second.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how Zest knew. Oh, does he have? No, there's no observer in the dead space. It looked like Zest knew that the medevacs were there almost, but maybe he was just crossing anyway.
Yes, he's a pro gamer. He has star sense.
I gotta get me some of that.
Okay, so he sees the Phoenix is out of position. He's trying to drop again. He's really slow with it. Oh my god, he has 4 medevacs dropping. Oh no, no, no. Okay. Oof.
Dream is really trying to make this work right now.
No, he's really trying to give me a heart attack. That's what he's doing.
I mean, he's in the air now. Like, I guess he could drop off at that island base, but if Zest sees this coming, he's fucked.
Oh, that's such a bad scan. It like broadcasts he's coming.
Yeah, but this is a giant main. He doesn't really know where. So Dream's gonna go out, drop here. Phoenix lifting up what it can. Zest he doesn't actually have much here. I think this army is gonna do quite a bit of damage.
That was a good Widowmine target. He avoided any friendly fire.
Now, the rest of the army's coming in here for Zest. I think Dream just has to pick up, but he didn't focus fire all the Phoenix, so these are all rip, right?
No, they can land here.
Yeah, but those
submarines. Okay, so units lost is pretty even. So Dream had a second attack following the low ground. It looked like it was supposed to multi-prong into the Nat, but then it didn't. And now those units are stranded. And Zest knows they're there because he briefly poked the high ground with a scan. Okay, the units are out. This is good. Okay, Dream got everything safe. Oof. I'm so happy. This is about to get real bad real fast.
Yeah, it looks like Zest is setting up for an attack here. He's got a Zealot run by, going for the third, while he's pushing here in the middle. Nice pickups by those Phoenix on the mines. But I think Zest's gonna have to drop back, and he's just gonna rely on that damage at the third. Meanwhile, oh, he's just warping in Zealots in the middle of the map. I was gonna say, does he have a third army?
So Dream was pretty quick about dealing with the run by. So the fight in the middle favored him, and then he only lost 3 SCVs to the Zealots.
Yeah, Zest's still being pretty active on the map here. He's gonna send in some Phoenix. Looks like he remade the couple that he lost earlier.
Yeah, air control is very important on this map.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm surprised he's just now making the robo. I'm surprised he didn't have obs in the slow zones.
Yeah, that is weird.
So
Actually,
interestingly, when Zest moved out and attacked Dream, his at the front of the army was 4 hallucinated zealots. Not something you're usually expecting, and so those tanked the first volley. I'm not sure if they tanked. I think they died too quickly to grab some Widowmine fire, but that was definitely the intent.
Yeah, I kind of like Dream's position here. I feel like he's almost caught up in workers, and he's up at 3 base, so he's even with the Protoss. Zest is only adding his 4th base now, and on top of that, Dream's got a bit of a supply lead. And upgrades are even, so I think Zest is just gonna wait for Storm. Actually, Storm just finished. Does he have any High Templar? Yeah, he's got 4. Alright, big fight going down in the middle here. Looks like Zest is flanking with these Templar. Nice Storms.
Ooh.
So just like that, I think Dream just lost his lead.
Hard to say. Resources lost actually still favors... Well, never mind. It's even now, which means that was a better trade for Zest, who had been behind.
Yeah, now,
it was almost another even trade, though.
Dream does have Ghost coming out now, so he'll be able to deal with those Templar a little bit easier. I think that was just kind of unfortunate timing. He was all balled up, thought he had the lead, and then, oh hey, I have Storm.
Yeah, that Storm flank was really good. The first Storm whiffed, and then the second 2 were amazing. But 2-2 finishing for Dream, Enhanced Shockwaves is done. This is not a bad position for him to be in.
Yeah,
Army
okay.
value does favor Zest, though. And I'm a little worried for Dream's worker count. I mean, I don't think he's going to get a 4th CC.
Alright, well, 2 more Storms just whiff. Zest has to morph into an Archon, and I don't think Zest is going to get a whole lot done here, although he does have a War Prism full of Templar, so he might be able to make something happen.
Yeah, since Dream isn't trying to take a... Sorry, he is trying to take a 4th.
Yeah, I think that's all Zest is doing here, just trying to stop that from landing, but nice EMPs going down from Dream. And I don't like the position of Dream. He's sitting right on the ramp all balled up. He can't really get a nice surround on him or even a concave. So he has to back up the ramp. War Prism does go down though, that helps a lot. There are no more Templar, and Bio beat Stalkers last time I checked.
Yeah, the upgrades favor Dream. Zest is only 2-1. It's weird that again so he got the armor first, but he's favoring the weapons upgrades overall. Kind of surprising, since he's not using Colossi yet. So he's just adding a Colossus and getting range now.
Yeah, so Dream can now take his 4th. Zest is still trying to get a little bit done with those Stalkers. Gonna go around to Dream's 3rd base. There's a bunker. It's kind of an interesting spot right in the back there. Wonder why you put it there and not like kind of up in the front.
I think it's just to deal with the Zealots, because the Zealots are going to be like right-clicked into the mineral line, and then they'll get stuck on workers and stuff and not be able to get to the bunker.
Yeah, it does leave the CC kind of open though, because it can't actually reach that other side.
Yeah, but that corner is so far from Protoss. It's pretty insulated from most attacks.
That's true. Alright, Dream moving out once again. Zest back up to 4 Templar. It looks like he did not remake that Warp Prism. Instead he's remaking the Warp Prism now, but instead getting Colossus as well.
Interestingly, he got a Fleet Beacon, but I don't see an extra Stargate, and the first one is not doing anything.
Thanks for the follow, Double D, even if you're rooting for the wrong race.
This is a bold attack by Dream. I don't feel like he has a timing.
Yeah, especially going up this ramp, he's not really going to be able to get a good setup, and he's just going to actually set it up right for Zest.
He's being really disciplined with this poke, though. You know, the Warp Prism's down. There are no High Templar on the map. Oh, there's a mothership. That's what the fleet beacon's for.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that is a problem for Dream. This is a really good concave for Dream.
Yeah, somehow Dream getting up the ramp, doing a ton of damage. He's got a full surround on this army. The mothership's going to go down. Colossus going down. I think Dream might take a game here.
That's it. Wow.
Well played.
GG.
When did Dream get that ahead? Was it just down to that attack at the 4th?
So it had been really even around the time that he landed the 4th, but then Zest tried to be too cute going for that mothership. He needed a second robo and to like really commit into the Colossi first, because he only had one Colossus and all of his High Templar were in the Warp Prism, and Dream's little poke that went up the ramp first was able to kill both the Warp Prism and the High Templar.
Oh, that's what I missed. That's huge.
So all of Zest's AoE was one Colossus, and I think it had range, but it's possible that it didn't. It may not have finished yet.
He's like, first time seeing a mothership in PvT. What a troll. That is actually the first time I think I've seen a mothership, unless it was like a 4v4.
I don't think it's troll, especially on a map like that with the close air positions. I think it's a good move. He just did it way too fast, or he did it from like an even position. He needed to either wait or do it from ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like if he can just put a mothership in Dream's base and warp in his entire army, he can always recall that entire army back. So it's like a no-risk scenario. He just didn't get to that point.
Yeah, because he died to Mass Marine Marauder. But yeah, that was a pretty good game. I felt like it was a little bit back and forth. I think Zest actually had a pretty nice lead at one point after his first attack. But Dream able to defend his 4th, pick off a good chunk of units, and then somehow getting the Prism full of Templar and taking it back. So here we go into game 3, and we're all tied up 1-1. Once again, guys, just a quick plug. If you could type !Matcherino and put in that code on the Matcherino page, we get 50 cents out of the prize pool for every single one. All right, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Terran bringing it back. It's Dream. And the top right, the pink Protoss. It's Zest. So we don't have a 5-0. That possibility has been eliminated.
I'm really excited for this series now.
I know.
Zest has shown that he's, you know, not shying away from interesting plays with the hallucinated zealots and the early mothership. And Dream's shown that he's not afraid of Zest. Even in the game he lost, you know, I don't see any like mistakes from nerves or something. Like he looks like he's in good form.
Yeah, and Zest has been doing really well in tournaments recently as well, so I think this is the real Zest playing tonight. Well, no, I say that because Zest will come out in tournaments and then just flop, right? Like he'll go 0-3 in the first match and then you won't see him for a couple months, but when he's on, he's definitely really, really good. And I heard some people talking about him being the best Protoss right now because Stats is having a lot of issues.
Trap's still been doing well, though.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about Trap.
But no, Zest is definitely doing amazing. Like I said, he 3-0'd TY in the Super Tournament. Spoiler alert, sorry. And he knocked out Cyril in IAM.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. That was a really good match too.
Yeah, it was.
So looks like Cyber first once again. Coming out of Zest. And looks like we had a Rex first Gas, Reaper, Fast Expand out of Dream. So Reaper coming across. Everything looks pretty standard so far.
I'm interested to see if Zest is going to go Stargate again, because he went Stargate both games.
Yeah, I still don't like Stargate openings in PvT. I don't play Protoss, but as a Terran, when I see a Stargate, I'm like, nice.
It's like the most common build at high level.
Yeah.
Like any of the tournament matches, especially with the Korean players, they always go Stargate. And there's a probe in the at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Looking to proxy something. Oh, Robo first from Zest.
All right, so we do have a different build coming out. And yeah, I do think that Oracle gives you really, really good vision, and you probably don't expect to get a lot of damage done out of anything else early, so I can definitely see its utility.
Yeah, it was a little unusual last game going the one Oracle. Usually I see it's either 2 Oracle into nothing, or, Mass Phoenix from the get-go. But he seemed to really want to know what was coming at him, and went for the fast Oracle to scout. Because I suppose if you show a Phoenix first, it shows your hand, whereas an Oracle first is like, well, is it 2 Oracles or some 3 Oracle with mass adept play?
Yeah.
A little more in the air.
Super asks, what MMR is the Terran caster play at? We're both Terran. I'm 4.4k, sometimes 4.5. Lyra's what, 5.1 now?
Mm-hmm.
His game knowledge is actually like 10k though, so
Definitely.
somewhere around there. All right, we got a
fast Robo Bay from Zest. I'm anticipating either Colossus or Disruptor drop.
I want Disruptor drop. There's a warp
I don't know.
prism starting up.
There's something funny about the Colossus drop. When it like that, the lasers magically kill like 10 SCVs or Marines instantly.
Oh yeah,
because the Terran's not paying attention to the splash.
Creates some good games. Both
What I
players
like about
getting a little supply blocked on 46, unfortunately, but pretty even since they both did.
Must be calculated.
Yeah.
Do not doubt our gods. Wouldn't mind dropping the main. Oh, he split him, main and nat.
Yeah, that mine's gonna survive. This mine just gets one probe. Okay.
It is a Colossus.
Aw.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a Colossus drop though. He's got the Robo rallied into the Warp Prism.
Yeah. Yeah, Dream has scouted the Warp Prism and the Robo Bay, so he knows it's one of the two. What I like about the Colossus drop is that it's more reliable. Like, the Disruptor is like all or nothing. Either you land the shot and it's amazing, or it whiffs and it's horrible. And the Colossus is tankier, so it can skirmish with the infantry.
Yeah, it's definitely good to just have the consistent damage, I agree. But as a caster, when a Disruptor ball blows up 20 Marines, I definitely like that.
No.
I know, I'm a traitor.
This is a funny poke by Dream. He's moving out with his Marines and one Widowmine drop.
Yeah, what is this?
I think it's to take advantage of the fact that he knows that Zest can't have that many units because he's doing the drop, and he's got the rest of his units rallied in the main. He's actually going Reactor Viking.
Okay, looks like Zest is going to call back the drop as well. But there's too many
No,
stalkers.
that was an
here.
F2. It was an F2. The drop's going back after all. 5 probes go down.
Alright, we'll see what this Colossus can do.
It's going to fly into the 2 Vikings.
Oh no. Oh god, trying to recall it. He will get the Colossus out. Oh no, he won't! Oh, that's not good.
Oh my god. Resources lost are really in favor of Terran.
Yeah, that was a nice pick off. Also, this drop is still alive, just sitting in that dead space, so Zest is going to have to respect that.
What's interesting is that Dream went for a through-rec setup, even 4th cast before 3rd CC, but he is going 2nd eBay and Armory before 4th and 5th barracks, so he's not trying to be that aggressive. I kind of expected him to be really aggressive when he shut the drop down, but this is just a poke. Like, this isn't a big enough attack to really threaten anything.
Yeah, but he does have Stim, Combat Shields, and 1/1, so it's not nothing. And he has the other drop still kind of waiting by the main, and he's also sending the Vikings in, so he might just try to distract here at the 3rd while he does more or less a triple prong.
He retreats everything, actually.
Oh, that's weird.
Army value does favor Zest, so that was probably a wise call. Zest has stalkers in place to deny the main drop.
Yeah, Zest is scared of something, though, throwing down a few shield batteries at the third. Also,
His Zest's unit split is amazing, though. Like, he had one Colossus in the main, 2 stalkers in the main, 2 stalkers in the Nat, part of his army in the Nat, in the front of the Nat, part of his army in the third. Very well disciplined.
yeah. And Dream just sharking around looking for anywhere to attack. Meanwhile, behind this, he will start up +2. Oh, he actually doesn't have +1 armor yet. So he's only at +1 attack.
Dream? Yeah, because he did the 3 racks with 1 eBay. Well, what's interesting is that he didn't wait for armor to finish before going into the second eBay and armory. Zest surprised me again. He's going charge, no bling, and the weapons. And despite having Colossus range, he's only gone up to 2 before switching into Templar Archive.
Yeah. Zest, meanwhile, going up into Storm, it looks like. And I think he just kind of stopped at 2 Colossus. Don't you usually want 3?
2, if it's like a normal build, like Blink Stalker, third base into Colossus, 2 is not uncommon. I'd say it's actually more common at a high level than 3. Just enough to force Vikings, but not enough that Vikings are a real threat.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets a Storm faster. But his Storm's not that fast, despite having only the 2 Colossi.
Yeah.
But this position looks really good for Dream. He's ahead on workers. He's ahead on mineral investment in army value. And he's going to be ahead on upgrades soon. Actually, he's already ahead on upgrades.
Yeah, really good spot for Dream. It also just occurred to me where the third color was. It's in the grave in the Terran base.
Oh, yes. That's right. That's right. Dream splitting his army up.
Yep. Zest going for a run by around the top. Dream going for a multi-prong here. And that medevac can finally land because there's no stalkers in the main anymore.
There is a cannon, though.
Yeah, but he could drop over by the upgrades and just kind of kill pylons and shit. Zest going up to his 4th base. Looks like Dream also taking his 4th at the same time. So Dream's is actually faster. He's already got it landed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dream's been playing this really calm and collected. He's not at all trying to end, just slowly building up an advantage. I'm excited for the rest of the series.
Yeah, this is looking really good so far.
2 Robo Disruptors coming out. Storm is done.
Zest
4 high
getting
Templar.
all the splash.
That is the Protoss way. Run by in Terran third.
That just got stormed.
The drop you were looking for is losing to the cannon.
No, that cannon's dead. It's losing to that one zealot. Alright, well, so that medevac's not going to be a threat anymore. Dream's just going to have to use some other means to distract Zest in the meantime. But Dream's maxed out now. I feel like he's got to move out and make something happen.
So his 2-2's done. He's halfway done with +3. I'm not sure if he has a timing here.
Ooh, 3 ghosts picked off by that first disco ball. Nice EMPs go down anyway. Are there any storms in this army? Where's the Templar?
They're at, like, 4 o'clock.
Okay, well, really nice surround here by
Aww.
Dream.
That disruptor shot, though. I don't think it matters. This flank is too good.
Yeah, we do have another zealot run by coming in from the right.
Here's the storm.
Yeah, Dream's just cleaning this up. That was a really nice play.
Yeah, that high yield 4th is in such an exposed position.
And at this point, army value is double for Dream, and he has 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2 versus 1-1.
Yeah, I don't see Zest coming back from this. I really like that flank though. So Dream pushed Zest back into the 4th with the first army, and Zest's just like, oh, I'll back up here. And then Dream already had the other flank coming in from the left side and just sandwiched him right there. That was a really good play.
What's interesting is that there was a Zealot scout on the bottom right that I thought Zest had scouted the flank with.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe he thought he consolidated it after that? Or just
Maybe.
in the moment didn't realize. Or just kind of ran the wrong way. Because even if he had gone up to his 3rd, the 4th still would have died. So maybe he thought he could save it and just risked the flank. But
I think the disruptor shots must have been stacked, because there was one really good shot, and that's all I saw. But he had 3 or 4 disruptors.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the fight open with the 3 ghosts dying, and then like you said, there was one other nice disco ball halfway through the fight. But I think Dream was just too far ahead there, because like you said, he started that with 2-2 and 2-2 to 1-1. He didn't really have a lot of splash other than the disruptors because the Templar weren't there. And so with that surround, it just was GG. But okay, I didn't see Dream being up 2-1. So
No, this is really nice.
nice surprise.
I'm a little surprised by Zest's map choice and build choice. Like, I think the Disruptor or Colossus drop was better suited to this map than the previous one.
So you have a golden wall to hide behind? Or just because the air distance is less?
Yeah, I mean, the main is kind of tight on this map, so it's easy to retreat the War Prism from ground units at least.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go. We are going into game 4 between Zest and Dream in this best of 9. Dream up 2-0, or sorry, 2-1.
2-1.
And in the bottom right, the blue Terran, it's Dream. And in the bottom left, the red Protoss, Zest. And geez, this map is so weird. I say this every time we're on it, but like, you can't flank if you attack on the bottom, right?
What do you mean?
Like if you set tanks up, I'm not going to ping it, right next to the minerals on the other side. So again, in TvP it doesn't really matter, but I feel like in TvZ this is so broken in favor of Terran. Because you can't come from the top. There's gold minerals there. You can't mine those out in time.
But if you scout like a tank push, you could preemptively mine out the gold, right? Or
The
is
gold?
there no?
No, it's from the top. I mean, so you can mine out the minerals kind of at the lower right of Zest space, but you can't get a surround unless you expand there and then kind of hold the push on that side.
No, sorry, it's the middle center. That's where you can mine through to get a flank.
How are you
yeah,
going
it's
to
a
mine
little
that
far.
out in time for like a 2 tank push? That's so far.
It is far. I'm surprised there's not like one gold mineral that's like low to get mined out.
Yeah.
But so, in theory, if you're Zest and you get a hallucination scout in, and you see like a 2-1-1 going into a tech lab factory, like okay, that's a tank push, right? You could mine out 2 of the blocks in the center because those are low value, and then get a flank in through there.
Yeah. I actually saw what I was talking about play out. I think it was Cure versus, was it Solar? And Solar's response to it was hilarious. So Cure just set up the tanks at the bottom behind the minerals, dropped in the main, and just kind of kept cutting back towards the tanks. And so Solar just expanded everywhere else on the map, and Cure was like chasing him in a clockwise fashion around the map, and Solar just kept expanding, and he ended up in the top right base before he finally lost. So I don't know if that was the right response, but it was a funny one.
I did see that. Yeah, I really like this map pool. This map and Purity Industry, I feel like they're standard enough that in an average game, the innovations that make them really distinct from previous map pools don't get in the way, but that they have, lots of nuances that give them the potential to have really interesting games, like what you just described.
Yeah, I definitely like the variety. I get why players don't like really weird maps, because it kind of changes up the meta. You might have balance issues, but it does make for entertaining games for sure. We got Twilight opening out of Zest. I think just like last game. Oh, no, he did Robo last game. That's right.
Yeah, this is actually the first Twilight first we've seen in this series. First 2 games were Stargate first, third game was Robo first. So this looks much more standard. This is like the cookie cutter standard build so far.
Yeah, going
Blink
up
and
into
2-gate.
Blink Stalker is probably pretty good on this map because you can kind of blink around these walls and Stalkers can kind of move around freely, whereas Terran units can't until the medevacs are out.
Widow Mind drop again from Dream. Dream's playing well, but he's not playing terribly creatively.
He doesn't need to, man. He's up 2-1. Use what works. I do like the Reaper Hellion openings. I might start doing that. Not like lots of Hellions, but just to have it there to scout, because I have a lot of trouble getting into Protoss mains with just the Reaper.
Yeah, so if you cut the bunker, like Dream did, if the factory goes down at literally 100 gas, you won't have 125 gas when it's done. So it just makes sense to go Hellion Starport instead of Widowmine Starport. Widowmine drop on its way. This map is actually horrible for Reaper scouts. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way to get into the main.
Just that natural ramp there. It's okay though, because it has good tank spots and a narrow fighting field. Alright, drop going in. That might even get picked off before that mine gets dropped. That was close.
The Reaper got the same number of probe kills as the Widowmine drop.
Yeah, Zest handling that pretty perfectly.
So it looks like what Dream wanted to do was Widowmine drop the main and then Reaper Hellion in the back of Zest Snat, which is a really interesting idea, but the pylon scouted the drop and he kind of panicked, sent the drop to the Nat, so they all ended up in the same place to get shut down by the same stalkers. Blink in the main. Just 4 stalkers. Not much commitment.
This is a little annoying. Marine's coming back. He actually picked off the factory tech lab and not the stim one. I guess he figured he didn't have time for that one.
Yeah, the factory was making a reactor. It had just started, so it was really low HP. And it got cancelled anyway.
Alright, well, 3 SCVs, bit of a slower reactor, so a little bit of damage. This is actually a pretty easy to defend map for Blink Stalkers, I feel.
I like that Zest is doing this with the 4 stalkers, just enough to be like really annoying, but if they all die, it doesn't really matter. Very low commitment.
Yeah. Dream gonna send out another one of these 8 Marine medevac drops. Well, Stim should be done when it gets there, so that might do a little bit of damage on the third. I like how open the third is on this map, too.
It's open, but it's still so far from the opponent. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't really call it easy to attack. It's interesting that Dream has gone for the exact same setup every game. The Widowmine drop into a 3 racks. You know, in game 1 he pushed it farther and went 5 racks.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this is like cookie cutter standard. So if you're a Terran player watching, these are very copyable builds by Terran.
Yeah, Dream gonna set up a bit of a multi-prong here too. He's got 2 medevacs going towards the main base. He has another one set up for the third. They'll probably go in at the same time. Oh, he's gonna catch the War Prism too. Very lucky timing here.
Aw, if those Marines were already dropped. Oh, is he gonna get it?
He's got it, he's got it.
Yes! I'm not biased.
Alright,
Attacking the third?
Marines coming in at the third base here. There are Zealots to intercept. Dream gonna go ahead and scan the main. There's also Stalkers there. Zest's defense is pretty solid against this kind of thing.
And Zest is at 1-1, so he's taking the upgrades very seriously this game.
Yeah, meanwhile, Dream's gonna reinforce his initial drop at the main base. So he'll have 4 medevacs of bio there, I think. If Zest doesn't reinforce that, he'll probably just boost in and take that fight. And Dream still has that medevac in the top left waiting to drop the third, so if Zest has to pull stuff from there, he might Dream might get a little bit of damage done there as well.
Here's the thing though, Dream made... He's on 11 Marauders now, so he was probably at 8 when he started pushing. That many Marauders means his third CC is very late. There's a very big onus on him to get something done, or else he's just behind. So these drops, this multi-prong, it has to do damage to keep him in the game.
Yeah, Dream dropping his third now, but you're right, that's 8 minutes is super late.
Dream's mined out the back door to land the third there. It's funny because he's doing this, but his nat isn't walled off.
I think that's just the better third position, because if you take the one further up north on this map, it's just so far away, and you can't really defend it very easily with tanks either. I guess this one you can't either, but the nice thing is that it's way easier to defend with that mineral patch mined out than if the Protoss kind of shows up with an army on the doorstep there and starts picking away at structures. And you can't really get any kind of surround there or any kind of concave because you're kind of funneled in on the ramp.
Well, the third might be more defensible, but his nat is not. And that's might be attacked by Zest? No, Zest retreating. Okay.
Yeah, but at least it's pretty close to the production, and Dream is sending some units over there now.
Very tense game. Both players are setting up for aggression, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I mean, you said that Dream had to get damage done, but he's up in workers, he's got his third now. I mean, Zest is starting his fourth, but I don't think Dream's in a bad spot here. Meanwhile, Zest coming up into the natural. Dream's units are ready. I don't think anything bad will happen there. And Dream's still trying to make something happen with these 5 medevacs.
No, he's flanking the main army.
Oh, looks like this is going to work too. Stalker's blinking back. It's a nice little move there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's Zealots killing lots of SCVs in the main. So
Thank God that third is more defensible, am I right?
I mean, if you had units there, it's not my fault.
Lot of SCVs going down. But
Yeah.
Dream's attack is really scary. If he can get it in one spot, it's a little spread out.
Yeah, 27 SCVs going down. Dream has to make something happen here. He doesn't have any ghosts or anything, so just biomine medevac.
And Protoss has the upgrade lead, 2-2 versus 1-1.
Yeah, this is a bit of an uphill battle here for Dream now. There are still Zealots in his main, and his nat.
Yeah, he doesn't need those.
Dream just has to end the game here. So 17, 18, 19, 20 probes going down for Zest, but 57 SCVs for Dream.
The Zealots got really funneled, though. The army trade went better than I think Dream could ever have imagined. He's going after the fourth.
Okay, so Dream does have 2-2 on the way, so if he can just kind of kill this fourth and consolidate his army, he might have a chance for one last push once 2-2 finishes.
He has a very small window when 2-2's done before +3 armor. I don't think that's a window he can take advantage of.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go right away, and this War Prism is still wreaking havoc on his base. But at this point, he's got 9 workers. Like he should just abandon his base. He's not making any more units this game.
He just wants to push the drop away so he doesn't hear your forces are under attack.
Alright, 2-2's done now. Now's Dream's chance. He's got to go right now.
Yeah, he's got about 2 seconds.
He's actually already late because the army's still at his third base.
I don't think he has a window.
Well, his window... Right, he's got a good 5 seconds. Alright, there's a fight going down, but Dream doesn't have his whole army here. So he really can't take this fight. I think he's just going to try to get out after the Stalker's blink, but he's in a corner. Yeah. So this sucks for Dream. I'll say it.
Honestly, I'm not sure why he's still in the game. I mean, Protoss Zest does have a low probe count, but it's like double Terran's worker count, so it's not that low.
The only thing Dream has going for him is that all 3 of his bases are already landed, so he's taking advantage of all 20 workers, whereas Zest has to wait for that third base to come up.
Right.
Oh, that being said, there is still some minerals in the main, so Zest isn't even all that bad off.
Drop in the Nat of Dream.
Yep. This is the same drop. This has been happening for the last 5 minutes.
So Dream's pulling back his main offense, trying to consolidate his army. Unfortunately, I think a consolidated army versus army battle favors Zest. Zest has the better upgrades. No splash, but I'm not convinced he needs it. within these low numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
About to find out exactly how defensible this third is.
You do need units. You need units there. The third will not defend itself.
Dream's pretty spread out. He didn't have a spotter. His third's done.
Yeah, and his whole army is still way up north. Okay, well, some nice EMPs going down. If Dream can get his army together and kind of funnel the Zealots into a choke, he might have a chance. Yeah, the Zealots are going down. Stalkers blink forward. There's only a hallucinated Colossus. This isn't a good trade for Zest. I don't know if it matters because he's got a huge worker lead still, but...
It can be the worst trade in the game as long as he wins.
Yeah. Yeah, and all of Dream's SCVs go down again. I don't know, man.
He's still got 9.
Alright. Big comebacks, here we go!
No, I think it's over.
Yeah, even this original army, it traded poorly, but it got the job done.
He's microing 1 Marauder. GG, okay. 2-2?
Alright. We got a series. You didn't tell me to change my overlay, by the way. I fucked it up.
Sorry, I'm watching the game, not the stream.
Yeah. That's fine. So yeah, guys, feel free to yell at me in chat if I forget. I know the casters thing is right in the way of the minimap.
To be fair, there wasn't much to see on the minimap that game.
It was just all flashing red over Dream space.
Yeah, that was a really ambitious play by Dream. His army was very split up the whole game, and Zest just attacked.
Yeah, there were moments in that game where I thought Dream was doing okay. Especially,
he just had no drop defense.
I feel like he bitched out a little bit, to be honest. Earlier in the game, he had, so right when Stim Combat Shield +1 finished, he had the 2 medevacs going down the bottom, he had the 3rd medevac around the 3rd. He kind of pulled back when he saw 5 Stalkers, but I don't know, I feel like if he just kind of boosted in, actually he had 3 medevacs there, if he just boosted in and carpet dropped away from the Stalkers, I feel like he had a much better force there, and Zest would have had to pull units from the 3rd, and then he could have gone in with that drop.
Yeah, and there is a window, so the Stalkers... So Zest was bottom left, his Stalkers are on the easternmost part of his main. There's a hole in the bottom leftmost corner of the map where Dream could have taken his medevacs and then boosted north from that corner, and he would have been able to bypass the Stalkers to get that drop in.
Yeah.
It's risky though, because you always, I feel like as Terran, you always have to assume that there's an observer that sees your drop.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
true.
Big gambles like that are how you lose the game.
Yeah, and Dream was, in the games he won, has been playing very cautiously, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm just a little sad that Dream opted to take the back door and then had no spotters, no defense, nothing in that spot. He just assumed it would last forever, that Zest just wouldn't go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Zest did, that was it.
Yeah, well played by Zest. I think that Warp Prism definitely deserves its salary. Hang on, Rolch wants higher volumes. How's that, Rolch? Is that any better?
It's louder to me.
I turned up the gain. Alright. People also have different preferences on how loud the music should be and game volume and things, so it sounded good to me when I started. Can barely hear me?
Might just be a Rolsh thing.
Are you sure? Because I have the stream running on the side and I can hear me. I'll have to check that after. Alright, we're going into game 5 between Zest and Dream. The score is tied up 2-2.
So this is the best of 9, so we've got plenty of games remaining.
Yeah, at least 3 more. In the top right, we have the blue Terran player. It is Dream. And the bottom left, the pink Protoss player, Zest. Okay, so I should probably turn my mic down a little bit because it was a Roche problem. I think rule number 1 of streaming is don't trust chat. Chat is always wrong.
Whoa, but the chat is the customer, and the customer is always right.
I'm sorry, Roche, you're right. Everyone else in chat, you're all wrong.
So,
Nightbot, why are you banning people, Nightbot? We allow screaming here.
I mean, he did say this stream blows.
In all caps. It's okay. We allow that here. What's up, the hippo? I assume that's how you pronounce that.
Everyone can enjoy this amazing show match.
Alright, we do have a gas first again out of Dream. So, slightly different Widow.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No, look at...
Oh, you're right, sorry. Just saw it and it finished.
Trust me, I would have said something if it was gas first. It hasn't been gas first since game 1.
Okay.
He's been playing correctly ever since. I think this is the first Nexus game. Nexus before Core.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a big map, but so have actually most of these maps. I feel like ever since the days of what was it, Cyber Forest and sorry, I don't remember any of those names. That season, those maps were pretty small, and each season since, the maps have been getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I thought that was debunked though. On Reddit, somebody posted the size of all the maps back to like Wings of Liberty, and it was like kind of even all the way across. But that was just in terms of area.
Right. A map's like functional size is based on where things are placed relative to one another. It doesn't matter what the actual tile set size is.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets a probe.
Yeah,
Best Reaper of the whole series.
Well, the hippo, if you want emotes, you're welcome to subscribe. I think when we get to like 50 subs or something, we get another emote.
That Reaper was very brave, but he was not as fast as he was brave.
Alright, well, Dream's gonna put out that Hellion. Maybe he can get some scouting information from that instead. Zest going Twilight Blink again.
I'm actually really surprised by that. I would have expected Stargate on this map. It's so big. But he's probably betting on Dream thinking the same thing and wants to do something different.
Yeah. Get some Marine there, not bad. He also may be thinking, I just won with this, I might as well do it again.
That's a pretty early robo.
Yeah.
I think that means he's going to be aggressive with this blink, but it might just mean he wants observers. Maybe he's thinking Dream will do something passive with like Cloaked Banshees, maybe. You know, he hasn't been able to get into Dream's main. Kind of surprised that, you know, that Adept poked in, but then it got out of dodge real quick.
Yeah.
So Dream going into a 3 Rex again.
And once again, gonna drop some mines.
Actually, Zest Nexus is pretty fast. I don't think he'll be aggressive. I think that Robo might be for a faster Robo Bay.
Yeah, just gonna get an observer for now. The 4-minute Nexus he did last game as well, although he didn't have this fast of a Robo. And Zest is all over this mine drop. There will be a Hellion, probably just to distract at the third, also to confirm that there is a third.
Oh, I can't believe that medevac. I can't believe it went in. It didn't.
Well, nice blink dodge. Except for that one.
Oh, we got the
observer!
What a hero, Widowmine. Hellion in the main, getting a probe, doing more than the Widowmine.
Okay. So just like that, Dream's only 5 workers down. Not bad.
Worker counts aren't that important right now, to be honest. So I'm surprised by Dream's build. I mean, I know I've said this before, but the 3Rex on such a big map is pretty ambitious. And this is his map pick. It feels like he likes having the extra units to threaten multi-prong, to keep Zest on his side of the map, so that he can take his third without contest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. He has the Marauders in the bunker. The Stalker's noped out real quick.
Yeah, that's just going to go up to 4 Stalkers again and start and charge.
Save a Forge?
Yeah, just 1 Forge.
Sorry, where is it?
It's in the main next to all the other gates.
Oh, it's just been started. Feels like it's a late Forge. I would expect 2 Forges from how late it is.
Yeah.
Last game, Zest really prioritized the upgrades, and it made a huge difference compared to the game before. Okay, 8 Marine drop going down the bottom right side of the map.
Yeah, Dream really likes these little drops. I think he's done them every game so far. It's going to go the other way with the rest of the army, unless he's just taking his third. No, he doesn't have a third. I actually don't know what he's doing with those units. Oh, he's just going to start his third.
I think he just wanted to make sure there wasn't an adept there when this SCV made CC on location.
Yeah. Alright, Dream's gonna move out. He's got his 1 medevac drop going into the main at the same time. And is Zest ready? Looks like he is. He sees it with the observer.
Actually, he flew over a pylon.
Oh, excuse me, pylon.
With the drop. Oof! Drop gets out alive, but not unscathed. The force that was going for the third, switching to the net.
Yeah, that was a close pick on the medevac.
Oh, it was a bad force field.
Yeah, Dream's just gonna shove right up this ramp. Looks like he does have a better army here. The army at the third moving over. There are a few immortals there and some more force fields, so we'll have to see if Dream can do anything about this. Dream's probably just gotta pick up here.
I agree.
I don't know why he's not picking up. There he goes.
He's beginning to believe. Actually, resources lost favors Terran.
Yeah.
I mean, he got, what, every single sentry? There's actually a lot of immortals there. I don't think he expected that. Because he's often been doing this 4-gas setup before a third CC, so he can make a lot of Marauders without compromising Widowmine count. And normally that's good, because they tank the Zealots better, but here with 3 immortals, they become a liability very quickly.
Yeah. Dream moving out again, going towards the 4th base of Zest, which is not there yet. And I think his army is pretty good for this, right? He's up 1 upgrade in armor. And Colossus just coming out now. So with the 2 Colossus...
There's 2. Yeah. I don't like this for Dream.
Yeah, I feel like if he kites the Zealots back a little bit, he might be able to collapse a little bit on this army. But with the force fields, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, I'm glad Dream moved back. Those force fields were really good. I don't know if Dream can get out. Okay, Zest being fairly conservative with the Stalkers. I thought he'd be more aggressive. So Dream dropping 2nd Starport, 4th CC, so we're going into a long game. Question is, can he hold Zest's counterattack? Zest taking his own 4th?
Yeah, I think... I think Dream can hold this no problem, especially if he takes out this Colossus. Okay.
Army value is pretty Protoss favored, though. No Vikings out yet. No, two Vikings, but it's not enough for the 2 Colossi.
Yeah, he definitely needs more than that. Also, no ghosts in this army.
Yeah, his Ghost Academy is late. 10 minutes is usually the standard timing to have them done.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Zest. He's got a nice spot here. Zealot's gonna run in and Dream just kind of cowering in the corner up there.
Yeah, what is that positioning?
Oh,
He's
that
boxed
force
himself
field is
in.
brutal. He has to lift the CC to get a concave. Although with the concave, it's the Zealots were out of position, so he is going to take out the Colossus.
2 down?
All the Colossus are dead, man. Zealots are kind of bottled up in that refinery. Although there's reinforcements coming in from the left. 20 SCVs do go down, so I think Zest still made out in this fight, but
Not enough infantry. So, in terms of resources lost, that was about an even trade. But so many SCVs going down makes this an uphill battle for Dream for the rest of the game. And he's not dead; he's still in it. But we had to cancel the 4th CC, so that's only just now getting started. Well, Zest was a little slow in making his too. Looks like he warped in quite often to set up that attack.
Yeah, Zest looking for another opening here, possibly at the natural. Dream's going to go off around the top left of the map.
War Prism going in the main. Vikings were looking for it, but they couldn't find it.
Yeah, there's nothing here from Dream. This is going to do some damage. Vikings scrambling back to defend. Zest going around towards the 3rd with the Stalkers. Although I think this War Prism's going to go down. Zest trying to recall it out. Looks like it will get recalled out.
Upgrades favor Dream for the moment. If he can defend these ramps, he'll be okay. What?
Alright, well Zest's just going to drop back for now.
Sorry, Zest is getting shields instead of armor? That's got to be a misclick, right? Like he hit S instead of A? Or, whatever his personal setup is?
Must be, unless he's going Mass Archon, which he's not.
He's just now started the Templar Archive. He's actually got a Dark Shrine going, too. Zest has Disruptors, but they missed. But the Warp Prism... Did he have a second one?
He recalled it out.
Well, it's back in the main and obliterating Dream's economy. Dream is all in now.
Yeah, 27 SCVs going down. Zealots are still there. There's actually Zealots in the natural, too. So, Dream gonna attack up the ramp at the 3rd. Loses a little bit to the disco balls. Wasn't the worst shot in the world. Vikings gonna hit the deck.
No, it literally was the worst shot. It hit only Zealots.
Oh, the worst shot for Zest. Alright, so Dream has a little bit worse of an army, but he does have these medevacs here, so he might be able to make something happen just by shuffling in between the 3rd and the main base. Does have Ghosts. He's on the high ground now, so those disruptors are useless.
I like that. Dream's planetaries, or his CC's landed at the 4th at 3 o'clock, becoming a planetary. So that gives him a safe place to hide in his base trade. Oh no, he didn't lift. The disruptor shots are good. This army's getting cleaned up.
Yeah, looks like Dream's gonna take this. GG. Yeah, thanks, Relch. The Poe, we appreciate the audio feedback, but if you could be a little more respectful, that'd be good. I will turn down the volumes and fix the Discord. All right. So Zest bringing it back, 3-2. So once again, this is a best of 9 between Zest and Dream. I once again forgot to turn off the overlay, god damn it. Of all the things people are complaining about. Didn't happen to slip that one in. Looks like next map will be Simulacrum. Alright guys, hopefully the audio is a little bit better. We're just waiting on Zest. Yeah, I just muted Discord. Shouldn't beep anymore. Yeah, I mean, we're using the equipment we have just for normal gaming, so it's not really a professional quality stream, but if you guys subscribe, maybe we can set some of that up, but at the moment, this is what we got. But we do appreciate the feedback, and we'll try to make the volume and everything good for you guys. Oh, Gilbert is Silver Knight. Alright, looks like game's getting started. Let me go ahead and change that scene right now. And here we go. This is the 6th game between Zest and Dream. Zest up 3-2. Once again, this show match is put on by Alpha X and Team Gosu. Thank you very much everyone involved with that. Hey Bergie, thanks for the follow. Alright, here we go. In the bottom right corner, we have the blue Terran player. It's Dream. And in the top left, the pink Protoss. It's Zest. Oops. So Zest opening Twilight 2 games in a row now. Opting for that Blink Stalker, just getting kind of 4 Blink Stalkers, being annoying. And it's been working out for him so far. In fact, I think the last 2 games he was down 1-2, and as soon as he started doing that, started catching back up. So it seems to be working out for him. Both players opening standard so far. I really want to see a proxy at a Dream one of these games. Take a play out of Mara's book. Let's go on Buckins. Got a little bit of pro press, just being annoying. Yeah, I'm really happy the series is turning out fairly even. I was a little worried that Zest would just kind of sweep Dream because of their past history. Again, recently Zest has been kind of a beast and Dream hasn't been doing a whole lot, and their record is 16-8 in favor of Zest, but Dream really putting up a fight here. I like how he's been playing. He's been doing a pretty consistent opening. Mind drop every game so far, only switching the gas timing. Meanwhile, Zest once again going back to that Cyber first. And gonna open with an Adept. Reactor, there we go. Alright, Reaper coming up in the main here. Immediately smacked away by the Adept. And Zest is free to go across the map now. So is he going to follow up with a Stalker? He is. Not make the bot so sensitive to caps. Yeah, that's actually a default setting that I didn't turn off. So I'll do that after. Natural finishing for Dream. Looks like everything's still the same for Dream. I mean, he only really had 2 builds coming into the series, I guess. But they are definitely the most standard way to play, so you can't blame him for that. And Zest once again going Twilight Blink. Dream trying to get a little bit more information. He's actually completely in the dark right now. He knows... Actually, he didn't even see the expo, to be honest. So Dream just going to scout that this is, in fact, the exact same build as last game. I'm getting a little bit of a block. So Dream actually did not see the Twilight. He didn't get into the main at all. So he's a little bit in the dark, but he does see some Stalkers, and he does see the Robo timing, which means it wasn't Robo first specifically. So he probably has a pretty good idea what's going on. Meantime, the usual mine drop going out. If Dream didn't know what was going on before, this should scout everything. Oh. Sorry, I've actually had Lyra muted this whole time.
We're responding to anything it said. I'm glad that's been fixed.
All right, you're back. I'm sorry. I muted Discord, but I muted everything, not just the sounds.
Got it. So I wanted to say that Dream's second barracks was actually quite fast this game. So he's going into the same 3-rack setup, but he's doing it through a slightly different avenue.
Okay. Just coming in here with the scout, gonna see. Just, I don't know, looks kind of normal to me. Are you saying you just got to the 3x faster? What did you do different?
I'm not sure what he cut for it. Just the second barracks was faster, and that means that stim's going to be done much sooner.
Okay. Zest opting for a lot more Stalkers this time. Last time he was doing 4. He's gone up to 7 this time.
Wouldn't mind dropping the third. 2 probes down. Wouldn't mind dropping the Nat. Oh, Zest saw that one.
Right.
Bad targeting. Or I should say unfortunate, not bad. But the mine drop lives, so the threat of it is ever persistent. Bad rally in the main for Dream, though. I mean, why is he bunching the main? Did he see?
I think he's expecting the Stalkers to blink up. They're actually at the net. Dream's going out with the drop, but he really needs to respect these Stalkers. They're in the natural, the bunker's down, and these Stalkers are going to get a lot of kills.
No, he's flanking the Stalkers. The Stalkers are pinned. He needs to recall them. You know, that was a really good move from Dream. It was the same thing he did on Golden Wall, but earlier in the game. He realized that since he had the infantry in the main, in anticipation of an observer or hallucination-aided blink, that when the Stalkers went for the net, he was out of position. But now the Stalkers can't, stop the push, because they're so far back. This bought Dream a lot of time, so makes the push much more potent.
Yeah, and meanwhile, army values are 55 to 38 in favor of Dream.
And interestingly, this game, Dream's army is completely consolidated. There's no separate 8 Marine drop. So if Zest has been holding anything in reserve for that, since that's what Dream had been doing, it'll backfire. Doesn't look like it, though. Just 2 Stalkers and that.
Yeah, Dream's setup here with the 2 mines are great. All the Zealots are down. He still has that drop from the original drop that's going into the 3rd now with the 2 mines. So those are burrowed, and now he's jumping on the army, so...
Ooh. Okay, 5 more probes down.
Well, actually could have been worse. I thought that was going to be more. Still
it wasn't fully saturated. This is really good skirmishing by Dream, though. He's trading so well.
Yeah, Dream picking off all the Zealots once again.
Ooh, and he gets the Obs. That means he's free to drop the main. Although he chooses not to.
Dream just going to back off for now, but he does have a worker lead. He's got his own 3rd base up and on site, and looks like he's just going to gather his forces and go again.
Dream going for a pretty quick armory again, sooner than the 4th and 5th barracks. It's interesting that Dream has been emphasizing the upgrades so much, while Zest has generally been ignoring them. I think that's one of Dream's biggest assets in this series so far.
Yeah, Zest also opting just for a bunch of Immortals over any kind of splash damage this game. and I think especially if you're down on upgrades, that's not great for Protoss because you can't really trade well against any kind of bio army that way.
So it saved him last game because Dream delayed his third CC so long to get a very heavy Marauder push early. But Dream's being so disciplined with his units this game that it's not paying off. And I think Zest made too many, even with the strategy. Like last game he was on 3. This game he's on 4. Although, oh, he chronoed the Templar Archive, but he didn't actually start Storm, so that's really late. It should have been done like a year ago.
Yeah, Dream,
no Robo Bay.
Dream wasting a lot of time chasing that Warp Prism. I think he was just kind of sad that he didn't get it initially, so he started chasing around the map with his 3 Marines.
I think it's fine. His next big window is on 2-2 completion, and that's still a ways off.
Yeah, but 2-2 is going to finish about the same time as Storm, and Dream doesn't know that, but I don't know, I feel like now's maybe a better time to go because of that. Now, Dream does have Ghosts on the way. He is getting the EMP upgrade.
I don't think there's any way Dream can push up these ramps right now. I think his play is correct. He's securing his 4th. Meanwhile, Zest doesn't have a 4th started. This is kind of the same setup as on Everdream.
Yeah, now Dream is sending 2 Vikings to the north side. Try to make something happen there. Zest is going to see it though. He's got an obs in position there in the 12 o'clock position.
I'm really surprised by what Zest is doing here. The games he won convincingly were won with 2 forges. And this game he's gone back to the 1 forge, and he's favoring weapons.
Yeah, Dream's going to have a nice upgrade lead here in a few seconds. Looks like he has the Ghost upgrade finishing with his 2-2, so this is going to be a pretty strong timing right here.
Where'd those Vikings go? Oh, they're in the middle of the map.
Yeah, he doesn't really need them in the fight. They can help a little bit with that War Prism, but I feel like the Vikings would be better served a little bit just going and dropping in a mineral line somewhere. Meanwhile, Zest jumping on these Widow Mines. He's going to lose all of his Zealots once again. Oh, and the War Prism going down. So at this point, the Ghosts are going to be very effective against those Storms. 1 Storm does land. I don't really like Dream's position here. Zest has a full concave, but he does have the upgrade lead with Bio. So it looks like Dream's just looking to trade here.
Yeah, resources lost is really favored for Dream. Zest's money is really high. I'm not sure what happened with his macro this game.
Yeah, not enough gates. He's actually throwing down more gates now.
And it's weird that he's very high on both minerals and gas. The supply gap is enormous. The army value for Dream is just ahead in both minerals and gas. That doesn't happen in this matchup.
Yeah, Dream has a sizable supply lead right now. Going to go back into the 4th base. Why does Dream's army look so small? Is everything on the other side? Where's his units?
He has a lot in production. But
Okay.
it doesn't matter. He's still winning this fight.
Yeah.
GG! Dream
Good.
ties it 3-3.
Good game. Alright, Dream coming back, ties at 3-3. So we need 2 more wins out of one of these players.
Yeah, the best of 9 is really nice.
Yeah, especially when it's so back and forth like this. Like, a best of 9 can feel like a bit of a drag if it's just a 5-0 and you kind of know after the first 2 games who's going to take it. But this is really good. I'm liking this so far.
Oh no, we have Zen next.
Hey, if you're not playing on Zen, it's fine. It's got good aesthetics. You don't have to worry about the weird mineral patches everywhere and the no dead space below your main.
I want to see Zest do the parting rush since he's been going core first almost every game.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because I just want to see how Dream reacts to it. My reaction is, if I see core first, I just high ground CC. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Although I will say, this map is very scenic.
Yeah, I like it. Got the ancient temple vibe going on.
Dream sure is stubborn, doing very nearly the exact same thing every single game. Only his tactics have varied, really.
Yeah. Even his tactics, I feel like he's still playing pretty conservatively and just, you know, making the right moves. Not really doing it. So, because, like, you watch Mario play and he'll just YOLO and boost 3 medevacs in and be like, fuck it. I feel like Dream doesn't ever do that. For better or for worse. Here we go. We got game 7 between Zest and Dream. All tied up.
The nice part of the best of 9 is that every single map has to get played. And then it's also interesting to see which maps get doubled if it lasts long enough. And in this case, it will.
Yeah. Oh, is that how it works? We haven't even played enough maps in any of these series for that to happen, so I didn't actually know what happens when you hit 7 maps. All right.
You know, the series just ends. They just can't play anymore. Ran out of maps. Whoopsie.
Well, I don't know if they'd go to like last season's maps to fill it in, or if they just pick some cool maps. I don't know. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Terran player, Dream. And in the top right, it's Zest, the pink Protoss. I always forget the name of my favorite map of all time. I think besides Abyssal Reef, which I think was everyone's favorite map, I think it was Odyssey.
I don't know any of those maps.
Oh, you don't know Abyssal Reef? Abyssal Reef was this map where everything was underwater, and when units died, they'd kind of float towards the camera. And I don't know, it had like really nice aesthetics. It was also a very nice balanced map for each race. I don't know, it's just like very cool. And I feel like the paths in it were very different from what maps are now, or at least they were unique, but not like super imba either way. Oh, Cloud says it's King's Cove, but no, King's Cove was my other favorite map because it's also a beach map. But Odyssey, I think, was before that, like a few seasons.
King's Cove was trash. Are you kidding me?
King's Cove was the best.
It had such bad pathing.
Yeah,
everything boiled down to like a single slender path in the middle where everything got bogged down. No one could attack, so it forced these like 30-minute games every time.
But Zerg had to expand in a triangular fashion, so really favored drops, which is how I like to play. And the map looks really nice, so I was happy.
Core first again from from Zest.
The map dictating the build.
Evidently.
Herbie loved it because of defensive third. Dude, I attacked your third. I was the one on offense. And I still like that map.
So look, this depot that blocks the shortest path on the minerals, that's actually designed to stop the parting rush specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, you can technically do the parting rush on any map, but this is the best for it. And for anyone who doesn't know, the parting rush is a Cybercore before Nexus build. It's still just one gas build, but it goes into 2 Chronode Stalkers with a shield battery placed in the main so that the Reaper can't do anything, and it gives the Stalkers the freedom to move out. This has not opted for it, though, but that's the purpose of that depot, that instead of finishing the wall on the ramp.
Yeah, Reaper trying to be all sneaky beaky like in the back of the main is found out by the Adept. I think he also helped Zest out a little bit there because he had 5 in gas for a moment. Right,
this is
kill.
Probably the best Reaper map in the game. There's so many paths in and out of the main.
Yeah, Reaper will get away.
Reaper gets 2 kills and lives. It's literally the greatest Reaper of all time.
Yeah, he didn't get a scout on the tech, but he'll probably try for a follow-up scout later.
I don't think this is a very good Stargate map. I think he can definitely anticipate the Twilight this game.
Okay.
Dream going for a Widowmine drop, though.
Really?
Same thing he's literally every game.
Are you serious?
Reaper Hellion back in the net.
Oh, he's gonna get a few more probes out of that Reaper. Looks like Dream has no interest in scouting this game. I think you're right. He kind of knows what it is already. 4 probes,
so
though.
He's killed... Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Here goes the mine drop, which will probably also still not get that many kills.
So Dream going for a 3-rack setup with 1 eBay. Again, this is literally cookie cutter standard.
And is the one eBay builds mean you're not taking a third and you're going up to 4th and 5th racks? Or
No.
okay.
One eBay is standard. You want the +1 attack to coincide with stim and combat geodes completion.
Okay. Oh, yep. Score is 3-3, guys. Let me enter that real quick. Yeah, because in all the builds I do, it's always 2 eBays at the same time. And I thought that you put 1 eBay if you're getting a third, or sorry, if you're not getting a third as quickly, but
No, it's just it's only 1 eBay if it's before 3rd CC. That's it. Anytime it's eBay after 3rd CC, it's always 2 eBays. That's the standard.
Okay.
I will say that what Dream has been doing that's unusual is that he's getting the armory and 2nd eBay before 4th and 5th barracks. That's unusual. Normally you have armor completion and then 2nd eBay and armory, so that 2-2 starts simultaneously. And that lets you get a faster 4th and 5th barracks. But except in the very first game, where he did a 5 racks all-in, Dream has not been terribly concerned with the 4th and 5th racks timing. He's played, I don't want to say conservatively, but he's definitely playing like he's not in a rush, like he's not concerned with Protoss late game.
Yeah. And we've seen why. He's been pretty good about being able to take on that army.
I don't feel like we've seen a true late game situation. I think Zest got into triple splash only once. And I mean, we saw the mothership once, but he did so too soon and couldn't even get into like double splash, much less triple.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking of that fight on Purity and Industry, but yeah, Dream already had a big lead, and like you said, the mothership might not have been called for at that time. I mean, Dream has a really big supply lead right now. I feel like those early probe kills started to add up, because he got 4 early on, he got another 2 with the mine drop, and I think it's starting to show in the army size.
Yeah, Zest's gas investment is pretty low. Oh, okay, so he's on the very fast 2 forward setup. This is a 0 splash style, at least initially. But I feel like he missed a warp in, because he should be even on ground units with this style. Actually, he's down a gas. This is supposed to be done on 3 gas, he's on 2. So this trading is very favored for Terran.
Yeah, this is going great for Dream so far. He also has 1 mine in that medevac still he could send in while this is happening. Not sure if he forgot about it or if he's saving it for something. There it goes.
There goes net.
Oh, putting it on the high ground, that's cheeky.
Just... okay.
Yeah, well played.
So Dream backed up. Well, I thought that trading was good for him, and it does favor him, but not as much as I thought. Looks like he lost a lot at the same time. I think he just sniped all the sentries. That's what's making the resources loss so lopsided. I think Zest is in actually a pretty good spot. Although his 4th Nexus is late. It needs to be going down right now with this style. Because he has no splash to rely on.
Yeah, the Zest is doing double forge again, so once again respecting those upgrades, starting +2 attack.
Yeah, like I said, the double forge style usually, like this early, usually has 3 gas. But he's still just on 2. I think he expected Dream to all in on this map, and Dream is playing the same way he played on the big maps.
Yeah, we do have a run by at the 3rd though. It's getting 6 SCVs already. More to come. Dream's got to scramble back.
Zest just has so many stalkers. Like, as long as he can do hit and run stuff like this, it's fine. But if Dream can ever, like, stop the run-bys and commit to a full, army versus army battle, the stalkers will be not very good.
Yeah. I'm still liking Dream's position here. He's got, even with those 6 SCVs down, he's still 5 SCVs up on 3 base. And presumably his 4th will be starting in a second.
Yeah, like this is a standard timing 4th Nexus by Zest, but the standard timing assumes you have Colossus or Storm first. If you go for this low gas count, high gateway count, usually it's a very fast Nexus to support mass warp-ins.
Yeah, Zest's gonna come in the natural here, trying to make something happen with these stalkers. Dream is in position. Looks like he'll just push this back.
Zest has an upgrade lead, so he can be pretty aggressive with these stalkers for the time being.
Yeah, well, he will in a sec. Ground weapons 2 finishing now.
So there's a robo coming from Zest, but that might just be for obs. There's still no splash in sight. He's taking his third base gases, not his nat gases yet. He's taking his fourth base gases. I feel like the nat gas is not happening as a mistake. He just forgot that he didn't already take them.
Yeah, what? He's looked at it several times because of those mine drops.
Yeah, Robo just making a Warp Prism. There's no Robo Bay, no Templar Archive. He's getting armor shields, not weapon armor.
Yeah, that's weird. That's the second game he's done that too. Not a misclick?
Well, the first time he did it, it was Shield's weapon, and I was really sure that was a misclick. I have a hard time believing this is a misclick. Templar Archive started. The net's missing a lot of probes. Did we... Doesn't look like any more died. I think he just rallied too many to the fourth, maybe. I know Dream tried to do another Widow Mine drop, but it doesn't look like it did anything besides force lost mining time.
Yeah.
Big move up by Dream. Army value really favors Dream. Upgrades are even. I'm scared for Zest. He has to buy time with the sentries. He has no splash.
Yeah, Zest has no way to deal with this army. We've got Ghosts, Marine Marauder, Medevac,
Run
and
by
even
the third.
upgrades. And the main.
But Dream doesn't care.
Ooh.
Dream's going for the fourth.
Yeah, once again, Zest doing a good job of hitting as soon as Dream moves out. He's got the third and the main on lockdown, so Dream really has to do a ton of damage with this push. And Zest doesn't give a fuck. He's just moving across the map with the whole army. He's getting all 3 bases of Dream right now.
This is a full base trade. Fourth down by Zest.
Yeah, Dream's scrambling to get to the main of
Matt
Zest.
down.
Now, Dream
It's
does
so
have
many SCVs dead. 65 SCVs dead. What the fuck?
Zest got all of his probes out, or at least a lot of them.
Oh yeah, on the west.
Now, I
Oh,
don't know
the
about-
forges are sniped.
Why is Dream upgrading a planetary? That's just gonna die to the Zealots. I feel like he needed to float that away. Does Dream have any SCVs? He's got 3. 2 of them in the main. I don't know where the other one is.
These floating buildings are the only thing keeping Dream in the game. He has no way to start a new base. He has no money.
And when Dream moved out, he had a huge army lead. That's evaporated now. So this is all he's got.
I will say that Zest still has no splash. He was trying to go into 2 Robo Colossi before the base trade. And there's a lot of ghosts left. Upgrades are frozen at even. This will come down to who uses the terrain better. Because blanket EMPs, Dream can win the straight up fight.
Yeah, although look at all those shield batteries. Zest is just gonna hunker down in that corner and mine. So I think Dream has to attack into that, and maybe he can EMP all the shield batteries down, but that's a lot. I like that Zest spread them out too.
Yeah, that was really smart. Oh, look, Zest is poking with the stalkers to take advantage of Blink. That's really smart.
Smart, also risky. He does get a medevac right away. Nice pick.
They got Blink. It's not risky. It means that Zest really has his wits about him in this, strange base trade scenario.
Well, the pilgrimage of the Raxes will see that base. I assume... Yeah, Dream doesn't know it's there yet, but he saw where the units are.
So this has the possibility for a stalemate, because there's enough airspace in the bottom left that if the Nexus gets sniped, that Zest won't be able to make air units.
I love these Raxes. Alright, Dream's gonna try to make it happen right now. Oh, War Prism almost gets picked up.
Really good Widow Mines.
EMPs.
The Zealots are obliterated. The Stalkers are distracted. They're shooting barracks.
Wow, what a nice
God.
distraction. Why was Zest even fighting down there? He has all these shield batteries he made. I think Zest just...
How did this happen?
Oh, really bad engage from Zest there.
GG. Dream up 4-3, right?
Yeah. Well played. I'm giving that victory to the Raxes.
They distracted half of the stalkers.
Zest just... I mean, Zest couldn't even see his units. Just blocking out his whole army. Yeah, well played by Dream.
Ye of little faith.
Alright, so Dream is on match point now. He is up.
No, he's not.
4-3.
Is he?
4-3, yeah.
Oh my god.
No, he isn't. No, stop it.
Can you believe it? Like, these are solid games. You know, no one's cheesing anyone, at least after the very first game. You know, Zest, Dream's the underdog, but he's up on match point. I never would have saw that coming. If you told me not only Dream is going to get up, but he's going to get up doing cookie cutter standard builds, I wouldn't have believed it for a second. I'd have wondered how many SCVs did he pull each game.
Yeah. Alright, all I want to see in this series now is Zest to do proxy 4-gate or something. I want to see something crazy.
4-gate's not that strong. All you have to do is surrender the Nat.
But it is crazy.
It's not that crazy.
No?
I'd rather see Proxy 2 Robo,
Okay.
but only once, because I still want Terran to win.
Well, I was going to say, that has a higher chance of success.
Hey, I am all for seeing all 9 games.
Yeah. That is the best
So
of
the
9.
first map that's repeated is Everdream.
Yeah, who took this map? Zest took this one, right?
No. Dream won on this map before. Was this a second or third map? Because I'm trying to remember which player... I thought this was the Game 2 map. I thought Dream picked this map the first time. This is the map that Zest went Colossus drop on.
Oh, that's right, and it got picked off. Yeah, this Dream did take this map. I think it was the third map as well, because that was when Dream went up 2-1. Alright guys, in this best of 9, Dream is currently leading 4-3. In the bottom left corner, we have the blue Terran player. It's Dream. And in the top right, we have the red Protoss player. It's Zest, who has to make a comeback right now, because we all thought he had this, and he's down. He's going up against match point right now.
You know I'm rooting for Dream, but I do hope and expect that Zest will win this game. I want to see this go to every set.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the follow, dude. Hello.
So, by the way, everyone who's watching, this series will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. And on our YouTube channel, we recently had a show match between TY and Zune. So definitely go check that out.
Yeah. Every show match will be put up there. There's also some other stuff we've done in the past, too, if you want to check it out. We had the Bomber vs. Scarlet show match, which was good.
If you're a Scarlet fan, it is an outstanding show match.
Absolutely. Thanks for the follow block-ins as well. In the top right, it's a Mario. Yeah, why is he red now? I must have pressed a button I wasn't supposed to press.
What?
No, nothing. Alright, I think it's safe to say Dream's going to open the same way, so let's take a look at what Zest is doing. Looks like
he's opening the same way.
Cyber first, alright.
Yeah.
What's this
So
SCV
I guess...
doing? Is that going to be a bunker? Oh my god, he's making a bunker. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. Dream switching it up on match point here. He's lulled Zest into a false sense of security. I think that probe just saw it. No, probe
No, it
didn't see
can't see the bunker. It can't see it. So he's just going to stick a Reaper in that bunker and deny mining?
Yep. Oh, it looks like he's timed this out pretty well, too. It's going to finish right as the Reaper gets there.
Oh my god. I've never seen this before. I love it.
I think I've seen Pastry do this build. Yeah, he's just going to chill in that bunker and deny mining for a
Shield
while.
battery. I feel like that shield battery is a really bad overreaction.
Yeah, I see the thought process, because the Reaper's not going to kill any probes with that there, but...
Zest did not probe scout. He sees literally nothing. He can't rule out a proxy. That's why he has the shield battery.
Oh, that makes sense. Because, yeah, Dream can just salvage this after, and now Zest has a shield battery.
I like the cheeky repairs.
Alright, so Dream just going to salvage that bunker, going to the main, which is now undefended. He'll probably get at least one probe here. And he'll get a scout on that Twilight. Assuming he doesn't lose it. Why is he losing it? Ooh.
He got 2 probes with just that Reaper in the main. I don't think he's worried about the tech. Both players have been playing so standard this series. That's definitely the best part of this series so far.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, thanks for the subscription, Blockins. All subs go to future show matches like this, as well as any team stuff we do, like the jerseys we just got for our RNG Pro team. So thanks a lot, man.
I didn't get any jersey.
You didn't ask for one, dude.
Hey, someone asked me for my sides, and I gave it.
Wait, really? Did you give them money, too?
No one asked for my money.
Oh. Awkward. So the Team Gosu funds paid for the people on RNG Pro.
The Risen players too?
I believe so. I don't know if they... Yeah, no, I think... I don't think the people on the team had to pay for any of the jerseys now. I'm actually supposed to pick mine up on Tuesday. Pretty psyched for that.
I didn't realize you were a Grandmaster.
Well, I'm not on the team, but I gave them money. You see how that works?
Oh.
Yeah.
I do. So Widowmine drop faked in the main? He had split it up so one was going for the Nat, but he bailed on both accounts. But now the threat of the mine drop is everlasting. So there's a really nasty spot on this map at 2 o'clock between the main and the Nat. That is dead space. Stalkers cannot hit that. It's a really good place to idle your Widowmine drop. And I think that's where the drop itself is going now.
Yeah, it'll come in handy. Zest is all over this, though. He's got 3 Stalkers going out of the main. Dream can't even try to boost over those. So he can't know that there isn't another one or another 2 at the natural.
I'm really impressed by Zest's defense, because this is all done on one gateway.
Yeah. Speaking of, throwing down 3 gates and a forge and going into charge.
So standard 3-rack stim combat shields +1 setup from Dream. He really likes his 4th gas. I will never understand the 4th gas before 3rd CC. I mean, you can see, even with reactor, medevac, reactor, Widowmine production, he's floating gas. I don't understand why people get this 4th gas if they're not going all in, but Dream's done, I think, every game.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if he just wants it for the ghosts later, but I mean, his ghosts have been late too, so I guess he just likes to float gas.
No, his ghosts have been on time. They only seem delayed because he's been really favoring the second eBay and Armory timing.
Mm-hmm.
But relative to that, the ghosts have come right on time.
What's up, Tizon?
I think what I'm really surprised about from Zest is that he has never gone like Colossus first, except when he dropped. And even then, he didn't really emphasize the Colossus play.
Can we talk about how Dream has double the army supply of Zest right now and is on his side of the map? This is pretty scary, right? Okay, well, with that warp in, Zest's army is now a little bit more comparable.
Just say, so standard is 3 sentries, but Zest has 4, so he can stall more than usual. So he'll be alright. But the supply discrepancy in army value comes from the fact that Zest was on 1 gate for so long. So it's more standard to be on 2. Okay, so the Widowmine drop made another stab at the 3rd, only got 2 probes. Upgrades favors Dream.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't think Dream can do anything here. I think Dream needs to go home.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to pick off 1 or 2 units at a time and run back to the mines. And now that the mines are gone, I think he's going to drop off.
I mean, the mines are gone. He really needs to go home, but those last mines definitely helped him out.
Yeah,
Resources lost is very even, though. Wouldn't mind dropping the third.
we'll pick off a Stalker. Oh, he's repositioning. Just denying mining time for a little bit longer. Gets the Stalker. Oh, man. Oh, I thought Zest was going to walk right into the second one. That's close.
Oh my god, Dream attacking the net. This Robo... Oh, no, he's retreating.
Yeah, Dream just picking off Zealots and getting some free units where he can, especially once they charge forward like that. Oh, he's going to lose
Resources
him
lost is still quite even.
Yeah, we got 2,000 to 2,200.
Second forwards from Zest, so we're not going to see any silly, really lopsided upgrade situation. Oh, really fast second Robo from Zest going to the Robo Bay. I like this. So this is what I was hoping to see from him. This is the first time that he's really gone into like emphasized Colossus production. So there's no Colossus drop or Disruptor drop to make him get the Robo Bay early. This is the first time that he's going Robo Bay before Templar Archive in such a scenario. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I think it should be good for Zest because Dream has been really favoring upgrades. That gives him slower barracks production, and then by extension, slower second starport production. So
Yeah.
This is still a big army from Zest.
Yeah, and Dream's definitely going to need a lot of Vikings to deal with the double Robo production. I mean, Dream's being a little bold here running in. I think there's definitely enough here from Zest to deal with this, as long as he doesn't overextend into those mines.
It was a good concave by Dream, though.
Yeah, okay.
Dream's microing this very well.
Zest overextending into the mines. I think
Warp in the main. Warp Prism in Dream's main.
Wow, I feel like this happens every game.
It does.
Dream attacks.
Dream is in full route.
Pretty good response from Dream, though, hold positioning the SVVs while the bio on the ramp picks off all the Zealots, but Zest is chasing Dream all the way across the map here. Dream's forces are a little thin now.
I don't know, he's really calling Zest's bluff. Zest doesn't have the time to get into the warp in. He's moving the shuttle in now, but it's being intercepted by a Viking.
Yeah, it looks like that warp in will get off, but the warp prism's gonna fall.
Oh, why is Zest going or Dream going home? I thought he could keep poking, but he looks like he wants to shut down this final warp in.
Yeah, and I think this is paying off too. If you look at the supplies, all of the Zealots just came right out of the supply of Zest, and Dream, I mean, he lost 8 SCVs at the end there, so in the end it was maybe not that bad for Zest, but I feel like Dream still made out.
No, it was horrible for Zest. Dream was up on workers. Now it's even, but even on workers with mules is a Terran advantage. 4th CC is faster than 4th Nexus. Dream is ahead in every way.
Yeah, I really like Dream's spot here, throwing down his 4 CC, like you mentioned, even on workers.
2-2 done? I don't know how this always happens. Zest can never get both of his upgrades on par. He's getting +3, +2 now, but it's just started. Dream's +3 is already started. So Zest is never going to have an upgrade lead.
Yeah,
Enhanced Shockwave's done.
Dream moving out now, he's going to take advantage of that upgrade lead. With Chrono, I feel like Dream's window actually isn't that high, or that long rather, just because those upgrades will finish a little bit faster as long as Zest remembers to go back to them.
Okay, 4 Colossi out. That's what really gives or denies any kind of window by Dream. Dream needs to see these. He already has the second starport. He must have seen the Robobay. He has 2 port already making Vikings.
I think Dream really likes free stuff. I feel like whenever he sees a Zealot anywhere, he's like, I'm getting it. I must kill it.
Skirmishing in the middle, but Dream should need to retreat. He doesn't have enough Vikings for this Colossus count, plus the force fields.
Yeah, 4 Colossus is really scary, especially with only 4 Vikings that are going to be
Dream is
immediately
rushing
picked off.
forward. Dream has to abandon his third. What is Dream doing?
Dream can't fight here. Can Dream fight here? Dream is
He
fighting
thinks
here.
he can. Colossi are dying.
And he's got 2 of them. He can't go up that ramp. Okay, he backs off at the ramp.
Even he knows he can't go up that ramp.
But yeah, he did get 3 Colossus down. He's going to pick off the 4th base, and he somehow traded evenly while he was chasing like that.
He lost a lot of SCVs, but I don't know how Zest can defend his 3rd base.
Yeah.
Once Dream consolidates his army.
Yeah, that counterattack does put Dream on a bit of a clock here. He's got to go right away. Although he is on 4 bases with 3 orbitals, so
He's
down
up on
14
army
SCVs,
value, though.
so Yeah, and even though he's down 13 SCVs, he might be kind of even on economy anyway.
Yeah, income's even. Well, Zest is up on gas income. I don't think Dream cares.
Yeah, and Dream hasn't taken the gases on his 4th base yet either. And he's up a base.
Yeah, he's making Marine Ghost Viking. No Marauders. He doesn't care about gas.
Oh my god, DTs. Run SCVs!
Oh no.
Okay, well, it looks
He's
like
pulling his whole army back. He's going to lose his timing because of these DTs. This is well played by Zest. It's actually the first time we've seen DTs in this whole series.
Yeah. Yeah, really well timed there by Zest.
Turret's going down. I still think Dream can be aggressive. I just don't think he can win the game, but he can definitely trade. Upgrades are even.
I mean, I actually really like Dream's army here because it's a very stalker-heavy army out of Zest, and he only has 1 Colossus and no Splash. So
The concave is quite good for Zest, though. Those force fields. Colossus down.
yeah, I feel like Dream just needs to rotate to the 4th base again.
He is. I didn't realize Dream was in our Discord. It's up to this Disruptor to keep Zest in the game.
Yeah, and this high ground's a little scary, but if Dream just goes from the same angle he did before, then he doesn't really have a high ground advantage. Or rather,
Good
Zest
split
doesn't.
good split by Dream, preparing a flank.
Oh, if he had dove on that Disruptor, this would have gone a lot better.
2 Disruptors now, and the first shot's good. Dream's consolidated. That's really good for the Disruptors. I think Zest holds here. I think we're in for a much longer game.
Yeah, Zest is actually poking out a little bit so the surround can't collapse on him as easily. And with that warp in, I think Dream's got to back off. Oh,
Upgrade
Dream.
lead for Dream, though.
Okay, well, Dream just reinforced as well. So if he can get a collapse here, he might be okay. He's only fighting with 1 flank, though. The other one's coming in from the top. Really nice EMPs. There's only 1 Disruptor down. Or only 1
DTs
Disruptor
in the mix. DTs are getting free kills. No scans.
Yeah, I don't think...
Oh, Zest cleans this up. Dream overplayed his hand.
Yeah, well played by Zest. He engaged 1 flank on the bottom there for way too long. It took so long for Dream's other half to get over there.
Yeah. This force should drive Zest back. The Disruptors should keep his army safe.
Yeah, Dream still has an army lead. It's just a lot of it's in production, and it's not all there yet.
Income's even. I don't know if any player can take a 5th base. Okay, Zest remaking Colossi. We have not seen a Templar Archive. You know, I think a couple storms would make a big difference here. Big attack in the 3rd. Huh. Zest being kind of conservative, or Dream being conservative. I think he could have sniped that pylon and canceled the warp in.
Yeah, Dream getting a little close to the 3rd there. I think the reason he didn't commit on it was the sentries could lock him in with force fields.
I think Dream needs to split his army up. The time for consolidation is over. These Disruptors favor Zest too much in the straight-up engagements.
Yeah, I think Dream is in our Discord because he did that as you said that, like immediately after.
Or he's a god and he just knows the right answer at all times.
Yeah.
The force fields are EMP'd. Sorry, the sentries. That was a DT Archon.
Yeah. Alright, Dream trading pretty evenly so far. He's got the collapse on him. I think Zest's dead here. Zest just got into a really bad spot. His other half of the army was kind of meandering over.
GG! Oh, Dream takes it! 5-3.
Wow. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everyone. That was quite the series. Thanks for the follow theory. But, yeah, Dream coming in as the underdog. Zest being a beast recently, but wasn't enough. And Dream takes it 5-3. Good game. Yeah, I'm shocked. He didn't pull out anything crazy either. Like you said, he did pretty much the same build every game, except for that last one where it was still the same build, except he made a bunker and put a Reaper in it.
I love that bunker. It didn't do anything, but I loved it. It literally killed 0 probes, but I loved it. It was just so annoying.
Yeah. And Dream managed to come back after that eco deficit too, because remember at one point he lost 26 SCVs while he was attacking, and he didn't get a whole lot done. But yeah, he was able to bounce back from that and trade pretty well.
Well, thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah, once again, this is a show match put on by Team Gosu and Alpha X. So thanks everyone for watching. I think you can still use the Match Arena code, so if anyone wants to sneak that in there, !Match Arena for that link and the code. But yeah, I guess we're gonna call it there. Any final words, Lyra?
If you're Terran, study these games. Dream played cookie cutter every game. Very copyable. If you're Protoss, lament the fact that Zest doesn't like Splash.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. All right. Thanks, everyone. We're off, and we will be doing more show matches in the future, so be sure to follow the stream if you want to be notified of those. Have a good night.